G'day, my name's Tomo and welcome to another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups. On this episode we are talking about the rear trailing arm reaming tool. Now, what is it, what does it do, and why do we need it? Well, as the name says, it's a reaming tool. Why do we need it? Well, we need to be able to ream the rear trailing arms. And why do we need to do it? That is a really good question. So if you have excessive amount of play in the rear trailing arms in your classic Mini or Moke, chances are the bush or the bearing have failed and you need to replace it. Now, for the bearing, not so much needed to be able to get this tool in there and ream it, but it is for the bronze bush at the opposite end. Now, they come with an oversized bush, meaning that it has a smaller orifice in which the shaft cannot go all the way through, in which you need to use the tool to be able to press it all the way through and ream it. Reaming is essentially drilling the inside of something. So we need to make sure that when you purchase this tool, you set it up correctly, and you can see how to do it in the link in the video above on how to set it up and how to do it correctly. When you set it up, you need to ensure that it is absolutely 100% square. If it's not, it's going to mill it on a bit of an angle. Therefore, when you put that pin back through, it's going to cause the arm to move quite stiff and it's going to wear items prematurely. Now, if you have it and it is too firm, it is going to cause excessive wear and it's probably going to cause it to seize and bind up. Therefore, you're going to have a pretty bad time very quickly. If it's too loose, once again, it's going to cause excessive wear on other components and it's just going to snowball from there. Now, for the cost of this tool, it is several $100s, but it is worth its weight in gold, and it is a tool that isn't necessary for every person out there wanting to work on a classic Mini, but it is a tool that I certainly recommend if you're restoring a vehicle and don't want to outsource it and you want to be able to do this job yourself. It is quite satisfying, but it does take a lot of time to be able to get it right. If you go too much, you can just buy the replacement bush, but for the cost of the tool and the repair kits, they're pretty straightforward, they are very simple, and is a really good tool to have in the arsenal of a classic Mini or Moke enthusiast. Guys, make sure to check out the full range at minisport.com.au, and we'll see you right here on another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups.